Some of y'all are in between the promise and the blessing. You're in between the promise and the blessing. And you've got a little frustrated. And you're saying, God, I just don't see it. I don't see what it is that you promised me. I don't even see it coming to pass. It's been a year. It's been 2 years. It's been 6 months. I just don't know which way to go. And God is saying, be still and know that I am God. He said, wait, if I promised it to you, I'm going to bring it to pass. He said, let the peace of God rule in your heart. Let the peace of God rule. Peace comes when we trust him. Peace comes when we trust him. God don't mean for us to wait in the spirit of confusion. Come on, somebody. But he's saying, if you just trust me, and know that I am God. He said, let me be God in your life. He said, for I know the plans I have for you. God knows the plans. He already knows the outcome. And he just wants you to trust it. Don't you abandon your wait. Don't you abandon your process. Don't you abandon. God has said, I am building character. I am building your character. I am drawing you closer to me. God said, for those that wait on God, he said, he'll renew your strength. You're going to mount up wings of an eagle. You shall run and not be weary. You're going to walk and not faint. You will be okay. Continue to wait on him. You know, I'm reminded of Sarah. And when Sarah decided that she just didn't see it, she knew God had promised her a son. God promised her this thing. And she decided, I'm going to go ahead and help God. Can you imagine somebody saying, I'm going to let you sleep with my husband? I'm going to let you sleep with my boo, because I couldn't, man, y'all, I couldn't, man, ooh, God. But she said, well, you know what, God, I think that, maybe just maybe you forgot about me. Maybe I need to help you out some. Maybe you meant for Abraham to carry the son and just not me. Maybe it's he gonna do it. Maybe it don't have nothing to do with me, but because I'm his wife, we'll just be blessed together. So I'm going to go get my maidservant and have her sleep with my husband, which I could only imagine her hanging her head when the baby was birthed. And although she could be happy for Abraham, it was hard for her to really rejoice. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all, God is saying, quit trying to give your blessing off to somebody else. It wasn't meant for them to carry your blessing. Don't you give your ideal off to nobody else. God gave it to you. Hold on to it and be caught busy doing and moving. See, faith without works is dead. In your wait, you got to trust God. Trust God. Have faith and act. When God tells you to move, move. Even if you don't see it, move when he tells you to move. Act when he tells you to act. He said, listen, he's going to open up a window of opportunity and you can't miss it. You can't miss it. So right now, in your meantime, you got to be in preparation for when he opens up the door and the loan officer calls or your boss calls for that promotion. He wants you to be ready. If God promised you a child and he's saying, listen, go to the gym and start eating right, because prepare your body for the blessing that I'm about to give you. My God, I'm telling y'all something. I'm telling you something. Begin to prepare in your meantime. Prepare yourself for your blessing. Little did Sarah know that God would come back. He would come on and bless her anyway. Some of us are trying to go ahead of God. And God is saying, listen, I got your blessing. I just need you to be patient. He went on and blessed her anyway. And I can only imagine, as a woman, her, when she conceived her child, looking up to the heavens and say, God, forgive me for not trusting you. Some of y'all are in a Job experience. You're in a season of loss. And God is just testing your faith. He is just testing your faith. It's a test. And he needs you to get like Job and say, Lord, though you slay me, yet will I trust you. Job even said when he lost everything, he said, naked I walked in this world and naked I'm going to walk out. I came with nothing. He's had to sum it up. And yes, he had his time when he mourned, and God had to tell him, Job, enough is enough. Some of y'all, God is saying enough is enough. Stop crying and start rejoicing. I got something for you. I know I've closed some doors because it was time for them to be shut. The season is up for that in your life. And I'm shutting doors. I remember when God was shutting doors in my life, and it was heart-wrenching for me. But he shut them. Little did I know he would begin to open other doors. And I knew, had I just stayed strong. And there are some things I had to just walk in and trust him anyhow. And I am at a time in my life that if God says it's blue, I believe it's blue. I don't care how red it looks. I know that God said my ways is not my ways and my thought is not your thought. So no, I'm not going to manifest it the way you think it should come, the way you think it should happen. But I am God. And if I tell you something, I'm God enough to promise. I'm God enough to keep my promise. He is a promise keeper. If the song says promise keeper, way maker, God is my provider. God is my healer. And you got to know what you know. So know that you serve a God, that if he told you he was going to bless you, that he's going to manifest it in your life. So don't you abandon the process. You stay focused and stay encouraged and allow God to bring forth and manifest that blessing in your life. Listen, thanks for watching, and you have a great day.